Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
At Absolute Landscape, we believe that a great landscape is about transforming a space to exceed every expectation. From intricate hardscapes to lush green gardens, our goal is to bring vision to life. Creating outdoor environments for our clients, we offer services from design to installation and maintenance of your outdoor space. Enjoyment all year round is what Absolute Landscapes is all about.
CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's to Go, Carroll Links, Carroll Indoor Sports Center, and Absolute Landscapes. You're watching the Central Maryland Sports Network, a community media center programming service.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Services.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. We turn the calendar from April to May, and that means regional playoffs are right on the horizon. But there's still plenty of regular season action going on all of Carroll County. So let's jump right into it. It's Game On. Let's start things off with girls lacrosse and take a look at some recent results from around the county. South Carroll notched a winner for Francis Scott Key, and Westminster knocked off Century. And before the Knights faced Westminster, they fell short against Liberty at the Lions' Den. Let's go back to that Westminster game from April 25th. Westminster leads 1-0 early first quarter, and they add to the lead. Avery Keller's going to find Riley Bunting, and she finishes in front of 3 Century defenders with a nice move to the goal, and another goal for the Owls. Century ties it up back at 3 apiece when Hannah Baglin finds some space and gets one past Westminster goalie Lila White. White's going to get her revenge, though, when she stonewalls Baglin right here. Score remains 3-3. Century's Natalie Opatovsky breaks through on this free position try, and the Knights are up 4-3. The Owls have a response. A few minutes later, Aspen Higgs finds Keller for the goal, and it's 4-4 now at halftime. We pick things up right at the start of the third quarter. Reese Sholkoff makes a move before she dishes it to a cutting Bunting for the score and an Owls lead. Sholkoff continuing to facilitate here. This time she finds Higgs, who cuts in front, and Higgs scores. Later in the game, Bunting going to do it all herself this time for the Owls as she comes in from the far side. That's the 10th goal of the night for Westminster, and they go on to win 10-7 and upset Century at Ruby Field. And now we can check out how Liberty and Century went down April 22nd. Check out Abby Solarczyk of Liberty with this backhanded shot. She's going to scoop it up into the top portion of the net. and the Lions get on the board first. Solarczyk gets free again here, and she scores on free position, gives the Lions a 3-0 lead over their crosstown rivals. Century's Allison Fling goes up top, gets the ball to Opatowski, but Katie Brandel denies the shot right here for the Lions. Nice save by the goalie. The Knights draw closer though here thanks to this near side goal from Hannah Baglin. She finds some room, and Century's down 5-2 in the second quarter. Too much liberty on this night and too much Solarczyk. She splits a pair of defenders here and goes low to score one more time. Here's a restart of play late in the fourth quarter, and Maddie Smith's going to take it all by herself from behind the net. She scores there up top, and Liberty wins this one 13-5 behind 6 goals from Abby Solarczyk. Taking a look now at the county standings, the Mavericks wrapped up the Carroll County title with that convincing win over Francis Scott Key, making a three-peat for Man Valley for county championships, and that's 7 overall going back to 2014. Let's go ahead and look now at the girls lacrosse scoring leaders as reported by the county coaches to CMSportsNet. As we scroll through the top 14, we want to shout out Man Valley senior Emma Penchik. She recently reached 300 career goals, making her the 3rd player in county history to get there in girls lacrosse. The all-time record for now is 307, set by former Century standout Katie Schwarzman, but Emma Penchik well on her way, if she stays healthy, to becoming the all-time leader. And goalie stats leaders now to show you. Rebecca Molyneux of Century with 100-plus saves so far, and Molly Pulliam with the top save percentage despite not being tested too often for Man Valley. Upcoming games to look at now. A county matchup on tap Friday has Century hosting FSK, South Carroll and Westminster on the road, and the Mavericks host Hereford on Thursday. Time for another quick girls lacrosse shout out, this time to Winners Mill. The Falcons held a Stick It to Cancer night on Monday, April 28th to raise awareness and dedicate their game to team manager Shelby Sack, a junior at the school who's undergoing treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma. Winners Mill coach Jess Wynn said the team had raised close to $500 before the game, and the Falcons wore special t-shirts to honor Shelby. Winners Mill went on to beat North Hagerstown 20-0 behind 4 goals and 5 assists from Sienna Perryman, so good stuff there at Big Mill. Carroll's girls lacrosse teams are getting set for the playoffs, which get underway May 7th. CMSportsNet's got you covered the rest of the way. All right, time to switch now to boys lacrosse with the county title race coming right down to the wire. Recent boys lacrosse results are here. Westminster and Man Valley with road wins over the last week, and South Carroll and Century with home victories. The Knights' win over Liberty helped them stay in line to defend that county crown. Here we go now from the Castle, 1-0 in favor of the Knights. Freshman Noah Tignall unleashes a long-range shot, and Century goes up 2 in the second quarter. Justin Simmons tries the far side of the box for Century, but Lions goalie Colin Hands makes a nice save here for Liberty. Speaking of Liberty, a quick score coming up right here, and it's Ethan Addison from the middle of the box, and the Lions are on the board late in the first half. A battle for the ensuing faceoff winds up going to Liberty after a battle right near midfield, and it's going to turn into an offensive possession, and Jamison Durst finds the net for the Lions, and it's tied up 2-2. Liberty fired up. Third quarter now, Hands is going to make a save here on the initial shot, but the ball gets into Tignall's stick, and Tignall gets the goal. Century up 6-3. This time it's Tignall dishing off to Will Koenig right there, and the sophomore makes it 8-3 for the home team. The Knights are rolling. Everything going Century's way right now. Goalie Chris Whitaker with a nice save to deny Liberty on a shot there. And one more time, it's Tignall with the goal. He's going to get it right in front, give the assist to Mikey Burns. Century pulls away. The final score is Knights 14, Lions 5. The boys lacrosse county standings look like this. Century hosting Westminster on Saturday with the county title on the line. Man Valley and Liberty at 500 or better in Carroll County play this spring. Time now to see the boys lacrosse scoring leaders as reported to To CMSportsNet by county coaches, Jack Hitchcock leads the way for Westminster. He's leading all of the CCAL right now with his 30 assists. The next wave of scorers has 3 South Carroll players bunched up, with Braden Yeager even up 18 goals and 18 assists so far for the Cavs standout. And some goalie stats for you. Century's Jacob Ushamersky with the most saves and the top save percentage to this point in the regular season. All right, some upcoming boys lacrosse games to see. Man Valley, Liberty, and South Carroll with home games on Thursday, ahead of that anticipated matchup on Saturday afternoon between the Owls and the Knights. Speaking of that Westminster Century Showdown, we've got it for you as the latest CM Sportsnet Game of the Week from the Castle in Eldersburg. Let's go ahead and look at the team stats ahead of this game. Westminster averaging close to 12 goals per game. The Owls should be tested against the Century defense, allowing 7.2 goals per game. The Knights have won 4 games in a row entering play Wednesday. Over to our players to watch matchup, we have Westminster's Jack Hitchcock and Century's Mikey Burns. Hitchcock with those 30 assists. We mentioned that's the most in Carroll so far. Burns putting together a stellar sophomore season for the Knights. The Knights are going after their 4th consecutive championship in 5 seasons, and the Owls are going for their 2nd in 3 seasons. Westminster and Century each finished 5-1 in county play last season, but Century won the title thanks to that head-to-head win. Century has rebounded this year from having the forfeit wins over Delaney and Winters Mill, while Westminster has hit double-digit goals in 4 of its 5 county games. So it's Westminster and Century for the Boys Lacrosse County Championship, and we'll have it for you as the CM Sportsnet Game of the Week. Join me and former county coach Grady Bream on the call. Pre-game coverage starting at 12:20. The game set to begin around 12:30. Time for a break. When we come back, it's over to baseball and softball to see how the regular season is shaping up for Carroll County teams. Plus, the latest CM Sportsnet Athlete of the Week. Game On will be right back after this.
My name is Cooper Sheeler. I'm a senior at Winters Mill, and I'm here interning at the Community Media Center. I recently saw this opportunity because I was playing football over at Winters Mill, and I saw the Community Media Center filming and broadcasting a couple of our games. So I thought that was a really cool way to connect with the community, and I really wanted to be a part of that. Pretty much what I do throughout the day is I help with graphics throughout their Game On segments and Game of the Week, and I also help out prepare stats for all the seasons, the spring and the winter and the fall. I update all of those, and I pretty much go around and I can just help out. I can help out at games when they're preparing for a game of the week. I've done a couple podcasts here at Community Media Center. I would highly recommend people come in here for an internship. It's a lot of fun. The people that work here are really nice, and you get to experience a lot of cool things that you've probably never done before.
Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CM Sportsnet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CM Sportsnet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance and by Jersey Mike Subs of Eldersburg and Mount Airy.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss The Score and More podcast, presented by CM Sportsnet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Welcome back to Game On. Let's get right back into some spring high school sports. Let's start with some baseball highlights from last week when Westminster hosted Century in a very pivotal Carroll County matchup. Westminster and Century faced off for the second time this season in a pivotal Carroll County baseball game on Wednesday, April 23rd, as CMSportsNet brought you a very special Game of the Week. Chase Speeden gives Century the lead in the first inning. After Ben Welsh gets to second base on a throwing error, Speeden drives him in with a single to left field. 1-0 Knights. Some nice defense here by Owls third baseman Will Molman, and Westminster gets out of a jam in the second inning. Still 1-0 Century. The Owls get on the board in the fourth. A Molman double and Paul Burgee single have runners on the corners. And Speeden misses on this pitch that allows Molman to come in from third. Another wild pitch moves Burgee to third, and Chase Taylor sends a soft fly ball to shallow right for an out, but Burgee races home and Westminster has the 2-1 lead. Burgee on the mound now for the Owls when Century's Johnny Rikas hits the ball to short. Hunter Elrod coming home on contact and he scores, tied the game at 2-2. We go to extra innings and Elrod leads off the eighth with his second double of the day. Colin Grimsley then singles to center and Elrod scores to give the Knights a 3-2 lead. Westminster gets the tying run on base in the eighth, but Century closes the door. Chris Rowinski strikes out Taylor to end it, and the Knights pick up a big Carroll County victory. Final score is Century 3, Westminster 2. The Knights take over sole possession of second place in the Carroll County Athletic League. All right, time to check some recent baseball scores. Century split with the Owls and Lions. South Carroll cruised past Manchester Valley. More on that Liberty win over Westminster in just a moment. And now some upcoming baseball games to keep an eye on. A county clash between the Owls and Eagles is set for Thursday, and we've got a slew of non-county games still to come before the regular season comes to a close. Over to the county baseball standings, Liberty added another county title when the Lions defeated Westminster on Monday. It came in walk-off fashion. Danny Nelson came up with the big hit. And now that's 5 straight titles for Liberty and 3 outright county crowns in as many seasons for the Lions. Congrats to Liberty. All right, on we go. Carroll County softball recent scores. Man Valley staying hot with a pair of county wins. The Cavaliers earned the sweep over Francis Scott Key with a home victory. And a look at the county standings, it'll come down to Manchester Valley and South Carroll for the county title. These two have yet to play each other. The first game took place this afternoon in Manchester. The second time around is set for May 6th down in Winfield. And some upcoming games to keep an eye on. Key hosts Westminster on Thursday. Eagles get Liberty at home on Saturday afternoon. That's a makeup game from back on April the 11th. Now it's time to unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. We visit Liberty High School and check in with a junior who put together a gem on the mound last week and was crucial to his team going on to win the Carroll County title. Let's find out who it is. All right, latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Carter Shanks, Liberty Baseball County champion. Carter Shanks, congrats on the county title. Take me back to last week. You took the mound against Westminster. You had to have that game, complete game, 6 Ks. How were you feeling that day, and just what was it like to get a win like that?
Felt really good that day. The team really came together there in the end of 7th inning. As you know, we scored a good bit of runs to put us ahead. And that whole game, we were struggling to get the ball in play and string a couple hits together, but we all came together in the end. Felt good on the mound. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, you felt good on the mound. Look, pitching is obviously a premium, and you're going to have your rest going into the playoffs, but did you feel like you could go the whole way that day when Coach gave you the ball? You're like, that's the goal, right? Try to get a win and try to go as long as you can.
It's always my goal to go the whole game and, give the other team everything that they're looking for. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Fast forward now to this week. I know that last week you're Athlete of the Week, but to get the win like you did, the walk-off win to wrap up the county title. What was that feeling like watching your teammates, get a victory like that, and you played a part as well? So.
Yeah, Danny's been working hard all year. He's the one that hit the walk-off.
Yeah, Danny Nelson, right?
Yeah, but it was nice to see him finally pull through, and he's been having a good year. That definitely was a peak moment for him.
You guys lost the game early against Winters Mill, and you haven't lost since, not in the county and overall. What changed? Look, things are going to happen. You're going to lose the game. That's the only game you guys have lost so far this year. What did that game do to you guys? Kind of give you guys perspective and maybe help you guys realize, hey, we're better than this if we do, A, B, and C.
Yeah, we came into that game, and I feel like we were thinking a little bit too highly of ourselves at that point. I feel like every team needs that little restart, whether that's a loss, whether that's just to get back. But we got through that loss, and we just found ourselves again. We came together as a team, had to work hard. This is a team that knows how to win county titles and make playoff runs. How do you guys feel right now as we have about a week or so to go before the playoffs start? And, what's the mindset like as you guys get set for another, hopefully, deep run for you guys? The mindset right now is to, work hard with every practice and, prepare and get the highest seed in the state as we can so that we don't have to use as many arms getting to the state so we can make a good run. All right, man. Well, congrats on a great week last week. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance. We're here for the home team. And by Jersey Mike's Subs of Eldersburg and Mount Airy.
Congratulations to Carter Shanks, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and a look at our spring season selections so far with regional playoffs almost upon us. We had Man Valley Girls Lacrosse standout Emma Penchek last week. That gives the Mavericks 2 Athlete of the Week selections to date. And that'll do it for episode 68 of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. Quick reminder, our next game of the week is set for Saturday afternoon when Century hosts Westminster in a boys lacrosse matchup that will decide the county title. Our pregame coverage starts at 12:20 and the game should begin around 12:30. And don't forget, we'll have postseason coverage for you as the playoffs start up next week, so stay locked in with CM Sportsnet. We got you covered. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, and you can visit our website, cmsportsnet.com. You can also watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and don't forget, follow us on Instagram at CMSportsNetAction. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Services.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go, Carroll Links, Carroll Indoor Sports Center, and Absolute Landscapes.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
At Absolute Landscape, we believe that a great landscape is about transforming a space to exceed every expectation. From intricate hardscapes to lush green gardens, our goal is to bring vision to life. Creating outdoor environments for our clients, we offer services from design to installation and maintenance of your outdoor space. Enjoyment all year round is what Absolute Landscapes is all about.